Oh, it's howling. See, the enemy, I don't want to talk about Satan. Satan is the boss, and he has lots of his soldiers, enemies. Their job to destroy Christians. Why? They're against God's kingdom. Because they're all fallen angels. So their destiny is where? They're destined to go to hell. No choice. That's why they're attacking us. Just to drag us with them to go to hell. But God created us in His image. And He said that everything is good. On the seventh day, oh, good, so now time to rest for me. But fallen angel came, tempted us. We fell. That's the incident of Adam and Eve, right? You know, just let me make sure. Let's go to turn to book 1 John. 1 John chapter 5. Where was it? It's oh, I cannot find it right now. This world is under the evil. Oh yeah, verse 19. We know that of chapter 5, 1 John. We know that we are children of God and that the world around us under the control of the evil one. Okay? So we must understand and acknowledge that we're born into the sinful world. This world is under the control of the evil ones. That's why the 1 Peter 5:8, Satan is like a roaring lion who is looking for a victim to devour. See, we used to under the control of evil power, but we became Christian, means we came into God's territory. That's why Satan hates us. So he will do whatever the cost for him to take us back to his territory, which is hell. So if you and I are Christians, we must understand why enemy is attacking me. Because my spirit has been changed. So my spirit is on God's side now, but yet problem is what? We still have body. That's why we need to put it into action and practice. Otherwise, Satan is coming and using us. So, this one, Nehemiah confronted the enemy. They're mocking him and his people. Hey, it's been going on more than 40 years, but all of a sudden you came and you're going to rebuild the wall? So this is the first one. Enemies mocking us wherever we go, even at working place. If you are surrounded by non-Christians, that's why you need to be careful, and you must have a discerning power. having wisdom to speak and to act. Even though you're stressed up to here, you don't show it to them. You smile. Just put it into your heart and smile. I am okay. It's a matter of practice and discipline. Otherwise, your anger will burst out in front of non-Christians. How can you show the image of God to them? How can you show the goodness of God? That's why they're pointing their fingers to us. Hey, look at him. Look at him. He claims to be a Christian, but look at what he's doing. There's no difference. Just from one of us, same. Surely they're mocking us. So you need to be very careful. Okay? Go to the next point. So, not only the enemy mocks me, deceives me. Okay? So verse 8 and 10. Go down to verse 8 and 10. They all made plans to come and fight against Jerusalem and throw us into confusion. But we prayed to our God and guarded the city. Oh, verse 10. Then the people of Judah began to complain. The workers are getting tired, and there is so much rubble to be removed. We will never be able to build a wall by ourselves. This is what enemy is doing to our lives every day. Look at you. Always the enemy just sifts into our hearts and deceives us. So every situation, he's lying to us to distort. They look at you. Can you do all this work? Look at you, the study. You don't have to read it, just this much portion you will get at least C to pass. Or even at work. You have too much workload. But you don't have to finish it today. You can do it tomorrow. You can postpone. Then what's going to happen? Tomorrow you don't have to come. See, everyday situations, even as a family. All of a sudden came from work, Satan is there to just fight, argue with the little things. So we need to understand enemies everywhere. That's why Paul says in Ephesians chapter 6:11, put on armors of God. We need to protect ourselves. What is he going to use us mostly? Number one, situations, circumstances. Number three, people. And number four, what is it? Can you think of anything? Circumstances, situation, people. Who else? Myself. Myself. You need to be aware. You know why? Because we have hurts and wounds. In other words, we carry rubbishes every day, bunch of rubbish, garbage in our hearts. So someone says something about myself, then it triggers my garbage to stir up, coming out. The face turns into